Hi, my name is Brianna. You can call me Brianna. I don't really have another name than that. Today I'm going to tell you guys about my trip to Tanzania and Africa. I got back the day before school started, and it was a 3-week trip. I can tell you truthfully that this has been the best and most experiencing trip that I have ever taken, and coming back it's given me a different view on pretty much everything. In the duration of that trip, we taught English to a bunch of little African kids, and I fell in love with them. Saying goodbye to them was one of the hardest things ever. None of them actually spoke English whatsoever, so we had to learn a bit of Swahili to accumulate to them. During that trip, we also hiked the base of Mount Kilimanjaro for an entire day. The hike was about a 13-mile hike, and I never take hikes, so that was pretty hard on me and a bunch of other people in that trip, but you know, it's a good thing to get over with. Kilimanjaro was amazing. I can tell you guys that much. The trip consisted of 2 safari weekends, or 1 safari weekend and a Maasai weekend. The safari weekend, we went in these giant Land Rovers, and we put the tops up and we got to stand up the whole time, and it was amazing. And we saw lions and giraffes and a bunch of different things. So that was really cool. The second day we went into Ngorongoro Crater, and that was really awesome because you were just in this giant circle with all of your close friends. There was hippos everywhere, and it was amazing. You could just walk around, you'd be next to an animal, you'd be hey. So that was pretty cool. The second weekend was with a tribe called Maasai, and that was really special because they wouldn't even let white people go and visit anywhere near them until 3 years ago. So that's pretty special. They slaughtered a goat for us, and we got to watch that happen, which was more of an experience than a scary kind of a thing. What they did is they slit the throat, and then they cooked it for us, and we got to watch the whole process, and it was scary, but it was really cool, and it's something that you'll probably never get to experience ever again, and it probably never happens in America either. So that was really amazing. And then that night we got to dance with them around a fireplace, and that was probably my favorite thing because their dances were ho, 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 and it wasn't even dances, but it was really cool. So I loved that. After that weekend, we lost one of our group members, though, so that was kind of sad. She didn't die, she just left. And my favorite of the trip was one of the Maasai. We were playing games with them, and there was this one game where you had to wrestle them, but you had to grab them in a certain way. You had to put your hand on the top and on their shoulder, and then around them. And I won against them, so muscle power. I felt really good after that. The last day, we got to go and hang out at a lake, and that was probably one of the saddest days of my life. Saying goodbye to everybody who had basically become my family over the past 3 weeks is kind of a sad thing to do. Then on the plane back, we got in trouble because we were screaming in the front of the plane, and yeah, we kind of got this citation thing all of us because we were too loud, but it's YOLO status. So yeah, coming back, Africa is a third world country. You were driving on dirt roads on the left side of the road. People were asking you to be their wives on a daily basis because you were white. Just no English spoken anywhere, and then coming back to America, starting school at Redwood the next day is kind of a big change. So I'm still getting back into the American culture, but it was a really good trip, and I loved it.